What's up, sunshine? Happy Friday. I'm Coy Wire here with your 10 minutes of news right here on CNN 10. We made it to the best day of the week, so let's lock in, learn, and finish this week off strong. Our lead story of the day is about artificial intelligence, AI. Did you know that in China, AI courses are becoming a mandatory part of the school day? Students are learning coding, they're learning algorithms at an early age, as so many of us around the world are thinking about AI and how it could shape our future. This move is raising questions about just how early students should prepare for an AI-driven future. In the United States, teens are facing those questions as they make decisions about college, career, and their skills. CNN's Claire Duffy talked to a few students who are figuring that out right now, and she is here to share what they have said. Hi, Claire.
Coy, as you know, high school is already a time of big decisions, and now artificial intelligence is adding a new layer to how high school students think about what their future might look like. As students start thinking about life after graduation, AI is also influencing how they think about future college and career plans, especially with entry-level jobs poised to be the most disrupted by this new technology. Has your view or your plans around what to study in college or what you want to pursue as a career, has that changed because of AI?
I know many of my classmates, for example, many of them there's been an increase in people going to healthcare because they feel like it's more AI proof. And I know a few of my college counselors at school said that just within the past 2 years, when AI has nearly been doubling in usage, there's been a 34% decline in CS major rates over the last 2 years.
Carissa Tang has been researching how AI is impacting student jobs, the kind of work that so many high schoolers rely on.
What I found is that just within the top 10 teenage jobs, AI will displace 27% of them, which is over 700,000 jobs by 2030. So, for example, the top teenage jobs, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, is being a cashier, a fast food counter worker, a cook. So we already see AI displacing these roles.
Other teens say that uncertainty is exactly why they're trying to understand AI right now.
I know that I go into politics, I'm going to have like a general knowledge of how to use AI to better understand or better make my work quicker and more efficient. And I think that's like really important when looking at like competitiveness. If you want to be competitive in a space, you have to be on top of AI. And I think that's only getting more and more true.
Lincoln Vonk is already using AI as a tool to support his work and prepare for his future.
I would personally tell my peers, try to incorporate AI into what you love. So for me, it's looked like politics, but for someone who is going into a different major, whether it be art or computer science or engineering, anything, it looks like learning the tools and the ins and outs of what AI looks like in your field right now and where it's projected to go in the future.
But not every teen sees AI as something to embrace.
I think it's a very slippery slope from using it as a tool to help us to letting it do things for us. And I just think nothing good can come of that, especially for our generation. I think if we let it do things for us, like write for us, it's not only killing our creativity, but also our critical thinking skills. And I think that can be so dangerous.
Sevilla Ruby Broadhead wants to work in dance and theater, and she worries that artificial intelligence could change the nature of art.
Kind of what's beautiful about seeing this art and this content is that it's people making it and it's not truthful anymore if we're not doing it.
3 teens, 3 perspectives, 1 shared reality. And whether they embrace AI or question it, one thing does seem clear. This new technology is already shaping the path forward for this next generation of workers. Coy?
Thank you, Claire. She is at Claire S. Duffy on the socials. And if you want to hear more of Claire's interviews and other fascinating tech stories, be sure to check out her podcast, Terms of Service with Claire Duffy. All right, we have to check out one of the coolest videos of the week. The U.S. Coast Guard helps to free a luxury cruise ship in a, let's call it, isolating situation. Stuck in a thick field of floating ice off the coast of Antarctica earlier this month. The Coast Guard's flagship icebreaker, the Polar Star, was deployed to rescue the ship. The Polar Star is the Coast Guard's most powerful ship, and it conducted the rescue on its 50th birthday. Happy birthday. It's nearly 400 feet long and can bust through ice up to 21 feet thick. Its engines produce a whopping 75,000 horsepower, or sea horsepower. The first pass didn't work. Cruise ship was still stuck there in a frozen field. What else could they do? I'm gonna give it another go. Second time was a charm. Cruise ship was free and off they went. Well done, Team Polar Star. They've since returned to their normal deployment, Operation Deep Freeze, an ongoing mission supporting scientific research in the region. Pop quiz hot shot. Which birds hold the Guinness World Record for largest nest? Osprey, albatross, bald eagle, or snowy owl? Woo-hoo. If you said bald eagles, you are talented. A nest built by a pair of the patriotic predators measured nearly 10 feet wide and 20 feet deep, clocking in at more than 4,000 pounds. Talk about living large. Now to some egg-citing news. In California's Big Bear Valley, where a beloved pair of birds are egg-specting, Jackie and Shadow are the only known pair of bald eagles currently nesting year-round in the San Bernardino National Forest. They become like celebrities over the years, with thousands of fans tuning into a live stream of their nest earlier this week. Celebration time, as Jackie laid her first 2 eggs of the season. But eagle-eyed fans, they noticed something, signs that more could be on the way. They've been leaving the eggs unattended for periods of time, a behavior known as delayed incubation. It slows the development of the eggs until they are all laid, upping the eaglet's chances of survival. It's part of a miraculous comeback for the national bird. In 1963, there were only about 400 breeding pairs left in the wild, but in 2007, they were removed from the federal endangered species list. And thanks to things like the Endangered Species Act and the banning of the harmful pesticide DDT, there are now more than 300,000 bald eagles across North America. Today's story, getting a Sven out of Sven, a caring and daring rescue down under, giving one lucky koala a second chance. Our Angus Watson has more on how Australian farmers helped rescue this marooned marsupial from a forest fire.
This is Kevin. The koala escaped burning treetops as fires raged through this farm in Australia.
It is hot and dusty and smoky.
The farmers saw Kevin struggling and hurried him to safety.
You keep eating, it's okay.
After they fed and rehydrated him, a vet nurse said Kevin had recovered well enough to return to the wild. He's one of the lucky ones, unhurt as he headed back home.
All right, superstars, shout out time. This first one goes to Mrs. Prozor at West Broward High School in Pembroke Pines, Florida. Thank you for the kind comment that you left us on our YouTube channel. And we have a shout out going to Miss Marquez at Manzano High School in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Your students, you started this full-on candy business, sent us these super sweet freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers and Skittles. Oh my gosh, you are too sweet. Thank you very much. Finally, a follow-up. My former stomping grounds, New Cumberland Middle School, my former teammate, Mr. McKay. Now, Mr. Madlin did put the shout-out request in first. That's why I said him. He has always been faster than you, by the way. He's a receiver, you are a lineman, but you did help pave the way for rushing records at Cedar Cliff. Rise up. Play that Friday music, Nadir. Have an awesome weekend, everyone. You never know how or when, but you may be the light that someone needs. You're more powerful than you know. I'm Coy Wire. This is CNN 10. It's been a blessing to spend this week with you.